in tonight. The first pitch is in for a strike to Stephanie Lynch. And McInich, the young lady we just talked about, pitching today for Mount Union. She's their ace. Facing the left-hander, Stephanie Lynch. Lynch bunts it. Foul. Back to the backstop. 0-2 the count. No score. Bottom half of the first here in Angola. Opening round of the NCAA Women's Softball Regional Tournament in Division III. McInich ahead 0-2. And the pitch. High for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on Lynch. She's a senior from Naperville, Illinois. Went to Naperville Central High School. Now the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second. That's going to be an easy play for the second baseman, Carmichael. She throws on the first in time. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom half of the first inning for Aurora. That brings up Tristan Wilcox. Wilcox, the catcher. She's a senior from Lafayette, Indiana. Went to McCutcheon High School back in the Hoosier State. 1 out, nobody on. McInich deals the first pitch for a ball, 1-0 the count. No score, bottom half of the first inning. Second game of this tournament. A shocker in the opener. The 8th seed knocked off the 1 seed as Anderson defeated Trine 5-1. There's a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mia Henderson waits on deck for the Spartans of Aurora. 23-1 record in the NAC this season. They've had a sparkling campaign, 37-6 entering this tournament. And that one is called a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike on Wilcox. 1 out, nobody on. And the 2-1. Ball 3, 3-1 the count. Mount Union got a runner to second with 2 outs, but could not score in the top half of this frame. Now the 3-1 pitch on its way. There's a jam shot down the left field line going foul. So the count is full now on Wilcox, 3-2. She might have helped McInich out there. That pitch may have been inside, but she went after it. And now it's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and nobody on base. And here comes the payoff pitch. Ball 4. She walked. Wilcox gets a 1-out walk. So she's on first. Mia Henderson bats now. Senior from Norridge, Illinois. Went to Resurrection High School. Let's see what the Spartans want to do here with a runner on first and 1 out. The pitch. That's in for a strike, and Henderson made no inklings of squaring up and bunting here. Now she looks down for the sign from her coach, Mike McKenzie. I assume that's Coach McKenzie in the third base box. And she pulls it back, swings, and it's a strike. And now Henderson is behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Wilcox on first. 1 out here in the bottom half of the first. Mount Union and Aurora scoreless in this opening round game. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. McInich taking care of business there. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And Henderson is a strikeout victim on 3 pitches. So now 2 outs. Wilcox still on first, and that brings up the shortstop, Brooke Spencer. Senior from Orland Park, Illinois. Went to Carl Sandburg High School. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And McInich just reared back and threw some country heat on that one. That one had some giddy up on it. 1 strike. That one's outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, a runner on first. No score, bottom half of the first. Clouds rolling in now here in Angola. The sun, for the most part, has gone away. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. And McIntosh looks like she's in a pretty good groove here in the opening inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs and runner on first. Wilcox drew a 1-out walk. She's still at first. McIntosh ahead of the hitter. And it's fouled out of play on the first base side as Spencer spoiled a pretty good pitch. Obviously, with 2 strikes, you have to guard the dish and swing at anything close. 1-2 the count. Another 1-2 pitch coming. Lined, foul down the first base line. Again, Spencer going with the pitch, sending it foul down the first base line. She stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scoreless here in the bottom half of the first inning in Angola, Indiana. Glad you're with us, no matter where you're at on this early Thursday afternoon or Thursday morning, depending on what part of the country you're in. The 1-2. Ooh, that just missed. Didn't miss by much. Spencer with a good eye there to take that one. Count is even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a high pop fly, first base side, playable and squeezed by the first baseman, Alex Mayo, for the final out. So the Spartans of Aurora get a base runner. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left. We have played 1 inning in Angola in this NCAA Division III women's softball first round regional game. After 1, Mount Union Purple Raiders, nothing, and the Aurora Spartans, nothing.